Hey, hello world, it's your friendly neighborhood poet Destro. I gotta learn to look at the camera and not myself. Because I noticed the lapse in eye contact because of looking at myself instead of the camera. So yeah, y'all, it's another bright day. Today, I'm talking about track 4. It's gonna get into the making of track 4 after this. Like just, man, it's so windy this morning. Like just little like things. Things pertaining to life and godliness. I'm kidding. Things, just little snippets of the process. I'm not gonna put how I put the verses down because then you won't want to listen to the song because you've already heard it. At least if I give you like bits and pieces, it's gonna drive you to want to know how everything sounds like. At least I've given you like what it's purported to sound like. Yeah. Beats might change, things might change, but at least the content, a bit of the content is grasped in bits. Yeah. But the major key alert, the major thing to really connote and like take down is the fact that it's a really personal story. Like I have been mentioning, all these are personal stories. Now this one is about me. This is like track 4. It's about me explaining why I shouldn't have caught feelings, she shouldn't have caught feelings, because I'm still living in my father's mistakes and I'm trying to reconcile those mistakes with who I am as a person. And yeah, it's quite the journey. It's quite the journey. She confronts me about my cheating and why I did what I did. And you know how women are. They don't necessarily care about how can I put this without sounding wrong or like super insensitive. They don't necessarily care for how you cheated and what led you to cheat. They're more necessarily concerned with why did you cheat? Like, why would you do this to me? Am I not enough? It's always a question of, am I not enough? The thing is, I'm gonna say it right now because I've had like these funny discussions online with people, like, is monogamy the way? Are we inherently monogamous as a people? Like, did God really make one man for one woman? Like, what if it's a metaphor to say there was only one guy and God made like 3 women? There's so many crazy discussions I have with like very, very smart individuals who make dumb statements sometimes. I mean, we all do, but yeah. The thing is, I believe, and this is a personal conviction over time also because of experience, I believe as a guy, we were inherently made monogamous because in as much as we desire more than one, our emotional capacity cannot accommodate more than one woman. It's a strain. So I applaud those who are like polygamous, like in their marriages and so forth. Like, you guys are G's, you're dons. But here's one thing I realized about polygamy as well. You cannot be emotionally attached to all your wives. There will always be one wife who has more of you emotionally than everybody else. Now, physically, you can be there for all of them. Yeah, so physically, you can be there for all the women that you want to be there for. But emotionally, There's always going to be one. Not two, not three, one. One that clicks with you the most, that you just mesh. It's like interlocking both your hands and your fingers fit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like as men, we were made inherently monogamous. As women as well, I feel they were also made monogamous. I mean, if God really wanted, and y'all could argue whether you want to put God in the picture or not. If the Creator, if God really wanted people to be, how can I put this? If God really wanted people to find completion in the desire of more than one person, I think we'd have multiple genitalia. I'm just saying. I'd be walking around with two Johns. We all know what John is. I'd be walking around with two Johns, and women would have two wombs instead of one, carrying so many, And as much as a lady has like two eggs and a man has like two testes, it always goes into the production of singular. It's always singular in production. Even if it's multiple, there's one womb and there is one shaft. There is no multiple shafts and so on and so forth. Like God knew where he wanted a multiplier effect and where he felt, oneness is important here. So imagine, raising a family is about, damn, it's windy. Anyway, it's August. Raising a family is always about, how can I put this? Raising a family is about having leaders in the home. So imagine you had more than one leader. I mean, more than 3 leaders, right? Even the kids will be confused on who to agree with, who to follow, who to obey, because they'd be like, oh, there's mom so-and-so, mom 2, mom 3. Mom 4 told me that I should believe this. Mom 1 said, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's confusing even for the upbringing of kids. This is why family establishments naturally, a healthy family gravitates towards the nucleus of having one mom, one dad, many children. It's an inherent thing. Like, we desire loyalty because it's a monogamous thing. Loyalty is highly monogamous. But anyway, that's a whole nother argument. The song is literally about loyalty and how my desire for many has ruined what I had with one. And I feel like my father's mistakes are repeating themselves through me, even if my father was dead the time I was growing up. But I heard about his mistakes because, people keep things that touch them. So my mother used to tell me his mistakes. Rest in peace, Mom. And maybe it's because she used to tell me his mistakes that I repeated them. I imagine if I had no reoccurring history taught to me, because I feel like whenever parents engage their children in a conversation about anything, it's a moment to learn something. That's how I've always taken things. It's only when you grow older that you realize that you need to filter certain information and not allow it to define you or take you certain spaces mentally and in how you behave or act upon. So I only learned that way later, like after growing up. But for the most part, I guess I repeated mistakes because they were taught to me. And it's only as I grew older that I realized this is what's okay for me. So like I said, all this is highly opinionated, but that's what's okay for me. and it makes me happy. So if you're happy seeking so many people, yay, great for you. But I kind of feel like there's this completion in oneness. There's this crazy equation of how two become one. And yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, this is track 4. And this is the making of it. Yeah, look out for the rest of it on the EP.
This won't just happen today.
That's
No way, I am not giving you me all again. No way, I'm gonna lose more of me. No way, and I know that you would gain.
Was it nice?
So instead of saying giving you all it needs, giving you me all again. You would gain. Yes. Gain weight. I'm left-handed, so I wrote the lyrics down. I should have been a doctor. They told me because my handwriting. Anyway, so which part is that? I'm giving you all again. No, I'm gonna lose more of me.
I'm gonna lose more of me.
Yes, there we go. And I know that you again.
And then I let you again. No way, this won't happen today. No way, I'm not giving you all of me again. No way, I'm not gonna lose more of me. No way, and I know that you again.
Yes. Now let's go over it.
Is it this one?
Should be.
This one just happened today. I'm not giving you all of me.
Yeah. When a rapper decides to write, that was a lot of words.
No way, this one just happened today.
No way, this won't just happen today. No way, I am not giving you me all again. No way, I'm gonna lose more of me. No way.
Yep. You should keep your voice there. Oh, like it should be a backing vocal to the last one.
That comes first.
Yeah, this comes twice.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So I'll just. I think I needed this as the reference so that you realize that she's doing the thing. I did? Oh, and they're married.
And no way, this won't just happen today. No way, I am not giving you me all again. No way, I'm gonna lose more of me. No way, and I know that you would gain.
Wasn't that enough for you?
I don't know.
Oh, word. Killer Instinct. He's selling shirts. They're only 100K.
No,
You should check
150,
out.
yeah.
Oh, it's 150. Alright, cool. It's 150 kwacha. Also, check out his YouTube page. Killer Instinct. Coming up. Wow. Wow. Everybody does this.
Everybody?
Yeah.
I'm not the friend? Yes! So much fun. I'll take like 300. Or profile picture.
I have no space because I am documenting.
Well, you gotta delete the ones that you don't need and keep the ones that are important because that's otherwise don't, you know.
But I have to watch all the footage from all the time. So next time. Yeah, I was trying to find a way out of. Let's try.
saying? What? I needed the emotion. Oh, you're trying to see if he's seen your statements. This girl petty. Let's see the picture. I'll let you know for some reason. Send me a text. I'm doing it. Really, sometimes it ain't fair how you choose to compare to others. Like I wasn't there for you. Hey, trying to see your booty.
No way, this one just happened today. No way, I'm not giving you all of me. No way. I got it. No way, this one just happened today. No way, this one just happened today. No way, all of me. Did you just stop behind me just now? Woo!
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm seeing ghosts.
Seeing ghosts in there on the phone. How is it this costume? 170 in the ice store. Yeah, it's actually cheaper in the ice store. Everywhere else you find it at like 250, 300.